We are live. Welcome to the SLOB Show. What up, broker?
Yo, what's up?
What's going on? You know what's funny? I was just texting Kathy, and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" She's like, "How was your podcast?" I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
Like,
usually you text me like at noon, going because I always tell you, make sure you remind me. You always text me at like noon. Hey, don't forget
Yeah,
the Slob show tonight. And when I say remind me, I don't mean remind me 9 hours before the show.
yeah.
I mean like remind me like an hour before the show. But you always like remind me at like noon. And then like I'm texting you today. I'm like, are we doing a show tonight or what's going on? Come on, let's get this show on the road, so to speak.
And then we had some other issues, like stupid issues with our with our program here that we use. So there's all kinds of nonsense going on. We had Blue October here at the radio station. So I was like busy, my head was in another space. And then of course the slob show is the most important thing. So I'm like,
that's right. Other than your job that pays you and pays your rent and keeps you fed, this is the most important thing. Yeah.
So let's kick off the show today. So I put up a video on TikTok. And are you on TikTok?
Never been on TikTok a day in my life.
Okay, so I put up this video of me at a gas station checking out candy bars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about what's the greatest candy bar of all time. And I said, it's that bar right there, not the Heath bar, not the Almond Joy, but the whatchamacallit. I said, this is the greatest candy bar of all time, right? Right now, it has like almost 90,000 views on TikTok, right? So
okay.
all these people on TikTok, 90,000 people, almost all of them are like, the whatchamacallit's the greatest candy bar ever. They're like, everyone on TikTok is like, I thought I was alone. You're the first person that I've ever seen a video talking about how great the whatchamacallit is. And so whatchamacallit by far, half the people on there, they're like, the whatchamacallit's the greatest candy bar. The number 2 candy bar they talked about was something I've never heard of. Do you know what a Skor, S-K-O-R candy bar is?
Yes, the Skor is kind of like a Heath. It's like a toffee, chocolate brittle. Yeah,
it's a toffee bar made by it's a toffee bar made by the Hershey Company, milk chocolate coating, a thin layer of butter toffee. They're gluten-free and kosher certified. I've never heard of. I'm telling you, besides the whatchamacallit, because the video is about a whatchamacallit, everyone else is saying Skor, a Skor bar. I never heard of it.
A Skor bar is really old school. I'm take it or leave it on a whatchamacallit. My problem with if you like peanut butter and you like chocolate and you like, like Krispies, then yeah, whatchamacallit's going to be it always melts too fast in my hand. The chocolate always seems to melt off that bar. That's
Wait a minute, hang on. Does that mean you take an entire candy bar out of the wrapper and you hold it in your hand? Does that mean that?
Yeah, I don't hold it like in the wrapper.
What?
No.
You hold it chocolate on hand?
Yes. So what like if you were to eat a Reese's, would you fold the wrapping down halfway and take a bite of the Reese's, or you take it out of the wrapper and you eat it?
I put the whole cup in my mouth.
Well, I'm not a huge it's something about a payday bar a few weeks ago. And I'm like, son, I've been telling you about paydays for years. Because sometimes I just don't want chocolate, and then the payday comes in handy. So,
it is true. The payday is a delicious candy bar. And, so we had a vending machine here at work. They got rid of it. So the guy stopped refilling it. And all that was left in there were like 700 payday bars. And I'm like, they must be dog shit because no one's buying them. Out of desperation, 3 days in a row, I bought payday bars. And now I love the payday bar.
Yeah, payday just doesn't get a lot of love. There've been a few payday commercials lately, but it's like so poorly marketed, right? Like, have you seen the payday commercial where they're like using it as a hammer to like help hammer your hunger? It's like stupid. Like,
I'm looking on the Instagram feed here. World's greatest chocolate bars from Ace Hardware. Mikey is saying that's the best. Uh, someone saying Team Snickers. Let's see.
Well, this comes up every, we always talk
Reese's
about
Picks.
Halloween candy and Easter and when the best time to buy and all those types of things. And that's usually when this conversation comes up, right? Because it's
Yeah.
usually like your favorite Halloween candy, that type of thing. But as I've talked about on this show before, uh, I've been going to the Sweets and Snacks Expo, aka the candy convention, for off and on for over 20 years. So I
And you leave with
definitely
garbage bags full of stuff.
I leave with a ton of stuff, but you don't leave with a lot of Payday and Hershey and Reese's and stuff like that because M&M, Mars, and Nestle and those guys really don't need to promote themselves all that much. The only thing that they give out is if they're coming out with something brand new. I came home with a whole bunch of like plant-based Hershey stuff like a year ago. Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, speaking of plant-based, let's bring in our slob of the week. We're getting some feedback there, Frankie.
Feedback, okay.
Yeah. Do you have like hey, Frankie, turn your radio down.
Yeah. First time caller, long time listener.
Yeah. No swearing allowed. I get it.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Is that
maybe
better?
not.
Maybe are your headphones loud? Jacked up too high?
No. Any better now?
That sounds good.
Hello.
Okay.
Only
Hello?
when we talk, it sounds like shit.
Okay. Well, I'm on my cell phone. Do you want me to get onto a computer?
It's fine. Are you on a speaker?
Yes.
Well, yeah. How else?
Headphones, bro.
What's that, Hal?
Plug in. Put on some headphones.
Oh, okay.
Well, no one else has ever had to plug in headphones, and it works fine.
Well,
Yeah.
this isn't working fine. So let's try something else. I'm just trying to help the situation out here a little bit.
All right, hang on. We'll have Frankie come back in a second.
Frankie, the world's biggest wrestling fan and wrestling aficionado.
Frankie, give me the thumbs up when you're ready to go. But while Frankie's getting set up over there, I have to mention that we had that crazy sub guy on the show 2 weeks ago, and he put out an Abe Cannon special sub. It's one of the greatest moments of my life.
I'm surprised that wasn't the first thing and only thing you mentioned today. I was very shocked. I'm like, well, I know what the show's going to be all about.
Well, I had to mention it. Like, just go on the SLOB Show Facebook group, and he made an Abe Cannon special, which is my dream, my own Jersey Mike sub. And Roker, I know you didn't know this. I didn't. At least I'm guessing you didn't know this because I did not know this. Did you know at Jersey Mike's you could get mayo on both sides of the bread? I never considered that.
I'd never considered to ask, but I'm sure you could. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't they not? Why wouldn't they not? Is what I'm saying, right?
But how have we never even? I've never even considered or thought of it.
The only thing with too much mayo is, when you have a lot of meat on the sandwich, the whole sandwich seems to slide out of the bread when you squeeze it and try and take a bite. So that makes it a little difficult, but.
Well, there's a certain way of making it where it doesn't do that. That's why I always scoop out some of the bread.
Did you take advantage of the buy one get one Potbelly yesterday?
No, we don't have Potbelly out here.
Ah, okay.
So what's that? I didn't even know about that.
No wonder Jeff Garland is always talking about it when he's back in Chicago. Yesterday was buy one get one Potbelly.
If you use that
app. Oh yeah, so Claire and I both used the app and got our own second one.
You know it's funny. So and then this is funny because she eats healthy, so it's a little bit different. But Kathy was buying I don't know, some kind of fruit at Jewel, and she actually used my app to get because I forgot what it God, I don't even know what she was eating, but they're normally $12 a box. And she got them for $5 a box with the Jewel app. So she actually used my app. Like she logged in as me, which is a great slob tip. Have used someone else's login.
Well, I was telling my wife, log in as me. Well, you should be getting double points for your birthday month. So I've been telling Claire, at Jewel, log in as me all month when you do your shopping because we'll get double points for your birthday month. There you
And
go.
anything you could do to get double points. Hey,
That's right.
Frankie, I'm gonna hang up on you. Log back in because your thing is coming up. You're not there now. That was Frankie, our slob of the week. He's gonna have a nice list for us coming up. But what a dream, Roker. My own Jersey Mike sub.
And I have to say I was very impressed with the proficiency of which he made the sandwich.
Oh yes,
He absolute professional. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't even get the sandwich out of the bag without, making a fool out of myself, ripping it in half and that kind of stuff. This guy
Yeah.
was just tight. He was A+.
You know, it's hilarious. Out of pure desperation, I was at the casino. I was playing poker. I lost, of course. So when you lose money, Roker, isn't there like a depression that hits you immediately?
Usually, yes, exactly.
And I started playing a slot machine, a Willy Wonka slot machine after.
That'll do it. That'll do it. That's a smart move. I just lost at the poker table. Let me go play a slot machine now.
Exactly.
Now, keep in mind, that's all I basically play are slot machines because I like to be by myself. But
See,
yeah.
I don't play slot machines. So that for me, that's pure degenerate, like downswing. Like you're at an all-time low.
Well, you
So
only win when you're with me
exactly.
on the slots.
You and I were at the Vegas airport. We were eating Jersey Mike subs. We put the Jersey Mike subs on the seat of the Wheel of Fortune slot machine. We had a seat in between us. We were eating Jersey Mike subs and playing the Wheel of Fortune slot. I just kept winning. So Roker kept giving me $100 bills. I would cash out, and then I would have like a ticket for $300. I won like $1,000 or more, and it's because Roker. So then I gave Roker a nice tip.
You did give me a nice tip, but that was a pretty pathetic scene you just set of us sitting in front of a Wheel of Fortune slot machine at the Vegas airport, putting our food down on the seat between us.
Seat.
Oh my God!
Well, I mean, there was
all
paper.
All the Southwest asses have been sitting on.
So anyway, I started playing this Willy Wonka slot machine, and I won like $230 on it, right? So of course that's not enough, right? Because I got the Veruca Salt. She started going nuts, and I won $200. So of course there was a $700,000 progressive on one of those Buffalo. You ever play the Buffalo? Or no, not Buffalo, Wolf. The Wolf slot machine.
There's Wolf. There's Buffalo. These are all the super popular machines today. All those types of machines, yeah.
The progressive at the casino over here was $700,000. So I started playing it, and I lost all my money plus the money I put in.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's why the progressive is $700,000. You see, yeah,
exactly. And there he is. None other than the slob of the week, Frankie Rodriguez, with his AEW hat.
Yeah. Well, how's it going, guys? Any better?
That sounds good. Yeah, now we're good. The picture now is horrible, but that's okay. As long as we can hear you.
It's just my face.
This is a guy who Frankie did a wrestling podcast back when no one was podcasting. And he's the only guy ever to have a horrible screen and audio. Like this guy was on the cutting edge of technology. And here we are. And now his screen doesn't work. There's no audio, but Frankie, it's good. Don't.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, Abe.
So this is one of the top guys in Chicago, Frankie, and he's the slob of the week. Roker, do you like to introduce the guest? So do you have any questions for Frankie?
No, Frankie is one of the most solid people I've known, and we've known and loved Frankie for years, decades now at this point. Yeah. And what wrestling faction are you tight with now? You a big AEW? You're wearing the AEW hat. WWE. What about maybe the Billy Corgan stuff? What is it that you're hot on right now?
Well, I think the AEW. The issue with them is they know how to put on a good pay-per-view matches, but they don't know how to tell storylines, which is showing, in the amount of people that are watching AEW right now. They're struggling. But right now, I honestly think WWE with the Bloodline, along with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, it's just as good as the.
Oh my God! Wait a minute, Frankie. Who is this? Good God! It's Dan Levy, aka Bates. What up, Bates?
Franchise.
Just in time. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Frankie.
What's up, Leviathan?
Franchise.
I just have to introduce Bates. If you're listening to the audio version, Bates just appeared on the screen. If you're listening to the audio version, check out the video version. All right, go ahead, Frankie.
Big
No,
pop.
I was just I finished up with the WWE saying the Bloodline storyline is top notch, along with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Drew McIntyre is my favorite heel in wrestling right now.
Oh, he's the best right now. He's great. I love what he's doing.
It's fantastic. They got rid of the stupid sword and gave him a microphone, and now he's amazing.
All right, so let's get to
let me ask him one more quick WWE question. Has the product improved now that Vince McMahon is quote unquote out of the picture?
Immensely. It is so much better. I mean, listen, we all know
it's like night and day right now.
Yeah, we know all the issues Vince McMahon's going through right now with his
like
legal issues.
Shitting on people's heads.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's not what the head's made for, I guess.
That's right.
But no, I think with the direction that Triple H has it going right now, it's as good as the Attitude Era.
Roker, you got to get back on the horse.
Bold statement.
Wrestling is great right now. WWE is at one of the best times ever. But Frankie, let's get to the reason why you're here. Of course,
okay.
You're the slob of the week.
Oh, it's my honor.
We must get to your list of 5 places that people need to check out. Let's start with number 5.
All right, in Chicago, actually, a lot of Cuban restaurants have been popping up. I found this gem. It's called 90 Miles. It is just it's as close. I'm of Cuban descent. It's as close to my grandmother's cooking. Yes.
I wouldn't know.
That I've ever found. So 90 Miles, if you like ropa vieja and white rice and black beans and plantain, and the oxtail is amazing.
I've been looking for oxtail because I've never had. I just saw this video of this guy making oxtail. I've never tried it.
I love oxtail. I got a Polish place by me. They only do it once a week, and it's amazing.
Is it different being Cuban oxtail or base? Roker, do you guys know? Like what if I like Roker, your wife Claire told me oxtail's the best. If I'm gonna try oxtail for the first time, should I go to a Mexican place? Like Roker, where should I go, or base? Whoever knows.
It would all depend on the flavor profile that you want, because it could have more of a Mexican flavor profile, or it could have kind of more of a Chinese 5-spice type of profile if it's an Asian place, or it's gonna have more of a soul food profile. I've been to 90 Miles. It's fantastic. But you can't. I would definitely, for the first time you have oxtail, you should definitely have it from a restaurant and not try and do it yourself, because it's tough to cook. It takes a lot of years.
It is a slow cooked cuisine, Abe, and it's perfect for you because it is fatty as all hell.
Oh, nice!
Not the healthiest thing you can eat. There's not a lot of meat to it, but what you get is delicious. And Frankie, I like that. When you say I found this gem called 90 Mile, may or may not have been featured in Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, but other than that, you just stumbled upon it.
I've never heard of it.
It's been around for 20 years at least.
When Frankie and I worked together in some in old lives, the minute he and I started working together, I'm like, we got to go to this place.
Look, well, here's the video from their website. God, it looks delicious.
It's delicious. It's amazing.
God, look at that. This is 90 Miles here. Look at they have the Cuban sandwiches too.
It's a great one.
I'm a big fan of Cuban sandwiches.
Man, looks delicious. Look at man, everything there looks delicious.
So where's 90 Miles located, Frankie?
So they have 2 locations that I'm aware of. They have one on Clybourne, and roughly Belmont, and then the other one's on Armitage. The one on Clybourne doesn't have a whole lot of seating inside, just some stools. But during the summer, they've got outdoor patio, which they
I
just
missed
showed.
this place. God.
Armitage has
Yeah.
a much
Yes.
Armitage has
Hey,
a much
I am
bigger
shocked
seating
you
area.
Bomb too.
Abe, I am shocked you've never
Stupid
even
coffee
heard
Oh my
this
God,
place.
hell.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it. Maybe I've heard the name. I don't know, but I've never. It's not on my radar. Frankie, that's a great one.
Well,
What a way
that's
to
why
kick it
he's
off.
here. That's why we're all here.
God.
That's
Put
a
it
good
on your
one. That's a
radar.
good one.
Nice
All right,
job,
what's next?
Frankie. What's number 4?
All right, number 4, I've got. We all love our wings. The
And what's
bird's
that?
nest.
I've never been there either.
The bird. The bird's nest is just every year during Wing Fest. They're always in the top 3 wings. Dan and I have gone to
It
this
is
Wing Fest
amazing.
before.
Abe, have you ever done the
And,
Wings Fest?
No, I don't think so.
You
Roper
literally,
and I
you literally can walk around with your own Tupperware or anything you want to hold these wings, and there are people with rolls of napkins around them like fanny packs. It is
Damn.
the slobbiest of events I've ever been to.
God.
Now, are
Roper
you
and
talking to the Wing Fest that used to be at
It's
UIC, or are you talking about the
Union
Wing
Hall.
Fest that at the Union
one-
Hall?
There's a Plumbers Union
Yeah, it was
Hall,
at
like
the
right on
Plumber-
like, yeah.
Plumbers Union Hall.
Okay, because there used to be one at UIC every year.
That's where it went to. It went to that one, but before then, it was at a Plumbers Hall or a
Okay.
Union Hall.
Plumbers
Okay.
Hall.
And then there's
And it
there's a Wing Fest every year where it's
Yeah.
because I was a judge at that Wing Fest with the guy from Hot. What's the thing? Where you eat the
Hot
different-
one?
Hot
First
Sean-
we see
Sean
Sean
Evans.
Yeah,
Evans.
with the hot ones. Yeah,
When you were hanging out with Sean Evans.
yeah.
I love
So
how
there's a
Roker was hanging out with the
Yep.
biggest guy ever. Like that guy is so massive, millions. You barely even talked about it. You should have been talking about that all like for months.
Well. Oh well.
He just had Scarlett Johansson on. He just
But the
had
bird's nest.
he has everyone on. Like
He's
that's
everyone.
that's like a stop now. You go to Good Morning America. You go to Howard Stern.
Yeah, it's like
you go to
Stern.
this.
It's like
go to
yeah,
Hot-
exactly.
All right,
And actually, his questions are
Yeah,
better
but-
than everybody else's. It is like the most prepared interview I've ever watched in my entire life. It's amazing.
the only mistake he made was when people found out that he was banging that porn star, and then he dumped her on Valentine's Day. Remember that? They
Yes.
found out he was dating a porn star. The second it came out, he dumped her, and it was Valentine's Day.
right,
I Frankie.
But the bird's nest has won best wings at Wing Fest 3
Man,
different
how's the
times.
blue cheese?
And what's so good about it, and where are they located?
Well, the sauce is really tasty. It's not overbearing. Usually, when I get wings, I won't go past a medium. And it's just very flavorful. And they've got all sorts of exotic wings if you want different flavors. But I like the old buffalo. And to answer your question, the blue cheese is outstanding. They make their own
Damn.
blue cheese.
All right, I
in-house.
gotta check that one
That
out.
goes a long way too. Claire makes her own blue cheese, and it's fantastic. And the wing sauce is very important because the wing sauce has to be consistent, right? So if you're gonna get the hot, you want it to be the same consistency every time. I hate it when one time I get hot and it's blowing my palate out, and the next time it's mild. It's not consistent. Consistency is the key with any food, quite frankly, any restaurant. Okay,
I
so
agree
where
with that.
are
I
they
agree with that.
located, Frankie?
They are on Damon, not right around the corner from DePaul University.
That's 2 good ones so far, Frankie. 2 places I haven't tried.
Damon,
I'm adding
Damon
them
and
right now to the
Fulton.
master list.
Say
The
that-
places I need to try.
There you go.
Here's look at it. This is the list I have places to eat at. Ready? I'm not joking. This is the list. This is all different cities, everything.
Dude, put it into Yelp.
Eh.
It's easier.
Hang on,
really
Frankie.
is.
So that the
Because then
bird's
there's
nest.
maps, there's the websites there, everything's there when you put it in the Yelp.
No, that's true. But yeah. The bird's nest is what, Lincoln Park, you said?
He's over by DePaul.
And then the other
Yes,
one is
yeah.
called 900 miles.
90.
Oh,
Just
and that's
think,
90
Cuba's,
miles.
Cuba's 90 miles from Florida.
Oh, that's right.
From
All
Florida.
right, what's number 3, Frankie?
All right, so I love me some sushi. I've probably been to about 50, 60 different sushi restaurants in Chicago. The best one I have found is called Mirai Sushi, Mirai. They get their ingredients shipped in 3 times a week from Japan, so it's as legit sushi as you're going to get. There is some sticker shock to this one, though. It's a small dining area between 10, 15 tables. You have to have a reservation. They're only open for 4 to 5 hours a day. But you go in there, I'm telling you, if you like sushi, you're not going to be disappointed.
That's got to be the first sushi place you've had recommended, no?
I think we've had a few like over time.
I don't think so. We may have mentioned it, but this is the first one that's made it onto a Slob of the Week list. Yep.
Right.
All right, Mirai. It looks pretty good, Frankie, I got to say.
Yeah, they just opened a second location in Wicker Park. I have not been to that one yet, so I can't speak to that one. But the one downtown on Mies van der Rohe,
and you said it's really expensive,
is amazing. It is.
So it's behind the Hancock? Okay.
Yes.
It says it's not 90.
I used to double park on Mies van der Rohe back in the day when I worked at the Hancock and drive around for half an hour trying to find a spot so I didn't have to pull into a garage.
Do you guys know of any secret high parking? You don't have to say it and like ruin your spot, but do you guys know of any free parking spots downtown?
I'm listening.
Downtown, I can't think of
listening.
any.
Or like near downtown or any of those neighborhoods?
Yeah, it's tough. I make friends with the doorman at one of those widow condos there behind the Hancock.
Yeah,
that old money condos, and so he'd let me park for free. It was awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And what does he get out of it? Just like a charming conversation?
He got to see another brother.
Hi, Frankie, number 2.
All right. I love Chinese food. So everyone always says go to Chinatown. To me, that's a simple answer. There's a place called the Orange Garden on Irving Park Road. That is
Frankie, this is one of the greatest lists ever. I put all your places on my list.
Yeah. The last time I went there, I had the Mongolian beef, chicken, and shrimp. And the portions, you're not walking out of there eating all that stuff. You're taking food home, and they've got, I hate saying it, but they've got some small little Asian lady back there. She's cooking up all the food, and everything I've had there has been outstanding. The Orange Garden.
Number 1.
Number 1, my favorite cuisine's Italian. I didn't want to give any Italian restaurants that we probably have all been to. So I'm going to go with an Italian restaurant called Legno, Legno. It's sponsored by Super Rosa, and it's on Central Avenue. Everything is made to order. Nothing's frozen. Nothing's out of a can. Pastas are made from scratch. It's amazing.
Wow, Frankie, what a list.
Hey, Abe, you put me to the challenge. I had to come up with 5, good restaurants for you.
Jam-packed. I added all 5 of your places to my list.
And all different cuisines. Nice. Different parts of town.
And
nicely played.
Not a single one was like a regular hot dog joint. Well done, sir. Well done.
No wiener circle. I'm done with that place.
Well, Frankie, you're the man. We appreciate you being the slob of the week, and we'll see you on the Slob Show Facebook group, which is the home of all slobs.
Franchise.
All right. Well, it's my honor to be a slob.
Love that guy. Love that Frankie. It doesn't get better than him. That's one of the top guys you'll ever meet. Frankie Rodriguez. All right. Now back to business. So I forgot to mention that I judged a rib contest this past weekend.
Go on.
And so, and Roker, what was the thing you judged when you were with Sean Evans? Was that a wing contest?
That was wing contest. Yeah.
Okay. So I've never, you know about my stomach. I can't eat without having an emergency bathroom situation.
Right.
So we ate 15 ribs. So after rib number 7, I had to, it was in this park and I had to use this disgusting bathroom for number. I'm like, oh, I have to make, I did the old, got to make a call.
Wait. Hold on. Time out. Are they making you eat like 15 slabs of ribs?
No. But even still, 15 ribs is over a slab. Please tell me you didn't eat a full rib every time you tested a rib. You just took a bite.
Did.
I did. I ate the whole rib.
Yeah. See, that's tough.
It's the closest I've been to having a real accident. Like I ran. I'm like, I got to make a call. And because like we were all going together to each booth and getting the ribs. So I ran. This bathroom was so disgusting. And then after rib 14, I had to do it again. I had to do that method of, I did this where I'm like, oh shit. And then I said, I'll be right back.
You're the only guy running around with his hand on one phone and your hand on your belt, ripping it off with the other hand.
Exactly.
Right.
But it's like 15 ribs. It's like at some point they all taste the same, right? Yes. I mean, how do you? But I did pick certain ones that my top 3. But anyway,
you're supposed to do like tenderness, but it's supposed to have like a little bit of give on the rib, right, Roker? There's supposed to be like a little bit of a tug.
It's not supposed to just like come right off the bone,
right?
Yeah, right. So
they didn't give us any criteria. They're like just whatever.
Yeah, just judge it, just whatever you like.
Try not to shit your pants and do whatever you got to do.
So here's why I'm bringing that up. So Roker, I was mentioning before Frankie came on that I was at the casino. I lost money playing poker. Out of pure desperation, I started playing the Willy Wonka slot machine. I lost more money, completely depressed, right? Because when you lose money, you're like, oh, you feel like shit. So then out of pure desperation, I went to Subway because they have a lot of good places in there. They have a Fat Burger. They have a Panda Express. They have a bunch of places, but there's a Subway. So I had a taste for a sub. While I was ordering my sub, I saw a woman doing my move with the phone.
No way.
I swear to God, she was ordering a sandwich and she said it was for her husband. She kept showing the phone. She's like, oh, he wants this. He wants this. And I was going to walk up to her and shake her hand, but I didn't want to embarrass her. But she was doing now, unless he was really ordering, which I doubt. She was doing the whole thing. Oh, he likes a lot of mayo. He likes this and that. That was completely my move. And I got to see it live. It was beautiful.
Did you give her the wink? Did you go, I know that move. I know that move.
Yeah.
No, I was too desperate. It was too.
You do a chat and cut?
Exactly. You're doing a chat and cut. It looks like a chat and cut to me.
You know what's going on here, don't you? That's a chat and cut. You know what's going on.
Did you guys see that remember the Arch Deluxe at McDonald's, which is my all-time favorite McDonald's burger? Do you remember that, Roker?
Yeah.
It's in Canada right now. It's called the Big Arch. They brought it back.
What is the Arch Deluxe? I do not remember this one.
It was like cheese bake. It was like a Canadian bacon with this really good sauce. It was really good. But
that wasn't the commercial with Costanza, right? From like
no, that's the McDLT.
Got it.
Hot side stays hot.
And the cool side stays cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But our boy Conrad in Canada tried one, and he said it was delicious. It's in Canada right now.
Interesting.
So I'm looking forward to the Arch Deluxe, but it's called the Big Arch now. But I'm looking forward to coming to America. I mean,
I'm still waiting
delicious.
for the chopped beefsteak sandwich to come back. It was
where McDonald's
3 months in like 1980. Yep.
Really?
It was fantastic. So it was the same. It was before the McRib. As a matter of fact, the McRib has the exact same bread as the sandwich. So I figured they got rid of this sandwich and had to come up with something to use all this bread with. But it was the same. But it was more like it was a chopped beefsteak sandwich with onions and steak sauce and the McRib bread. It was fantastic, and it was out in 1980, which is a lifetime ago already. 44 years.
Well, I guess now they're doing the the chicken Big Macs is what they're doing. That's like the new thing. They're doing the chicken Big Macs, and then they're also doing
There
like
you go, chopped beef steak sandwich.
They're doing a Philly cheesesteak, like little like burger as well.
I saw the chicken Big Mac. I think that's only in Europe or something, though, right?
No, I think it's everywhere now.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, this is the chopped beef steak sandwich Roker's talking about. Introduced in 1979, before Base and I were born. The product consists of a long beef patty, a long bun, onions, and it looks delicious.
It was fantastic.
Onion nuggets as a side item. What? Do you remember the onion nuggets?
I don't remember the onion nuggets. No.
The product was pulled off the shelves around the 80s due to the product failing to get past the test product stage. It was only $1.29. They said because it was pricey. That's $1.29. And that was too much money back then. God.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
What a time. Even when I was a kid, we got 2 for $2 Whoppers. We got 2 for $2 Big Macs. We got 5 for $5 Arby's roast
5 for
beef
$5.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll never come back. I don't think.
$5 footlongs. For years.
Always had $5.
Although, again, since we live in Chicago, every time I have one of these gourmet burgers and I go back to a Whopper, I'm like, this just doesn't add up. This is just not as good as I remember it being.
The Whopper?
There's just too much
Wow.
bun. It just, after you've been in Chicago, everything tastes so much better than burgers.
Yeah, but you're paying $30 for one of those gourmet burgers, and with the app, you're paying $3 for a Whopper.
Actually, at Burger King, it's like $6 for a Whopper.
Not with the app.
I think that a lot that has to do with it is, and we've been lucky enough, and please, Lord, don't do it today. We've been lucky enough to call a few places where we've met and talked to some really like fantastic workers at fast food places, where a lot of times people just don't care.
It's true.
Right? Yeah. They're understaffed, they're overworked, they just don't care, and the food tastes like it.
Oh, yeah. No,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm opening up the Burger King app right now, taking a look. $3.99 Whopper Wednesday. I like that.
$4. That's still pricey.
But that's crazy, right? It used even after the 2 for $2 went away, it became 2 for $4. 2 for $4 was around for a long time. Then it was 2 for $5. Then it was 2 for $6. Then it was 2 for $7. Then it was 2 for. You remember it was 2 for $8?
And then what was underneath there? A $30 bundle.
But that includes 2 Whopper sandwiches, 2 original chicken sandwiches, 1 16-piece nugget, 2 small fries, and 2 drinks.
For how much?
$30.
That's too much money.
Yeah, although every time I go to Burger King, I spend $30. It seems like that.
Well, you're spending too much at Burger King, my friend.
I'm telling you, man, every time I've got a Taco Bell, I got like 4 tacos. Whenever I see like $25, I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
Dude, if your taco seems to be 89 cents.
If you're going to pay good money for it, then at least get some food that you're not going to regret eating.
Go to a real taco place. Go to a real taco place for that money.
Right, exactly.
Well,
exactly.
I mean, $3.99 for a Whopper, that's still a good deal if you compare it to other burgers. I mean, every burger now is at least $10. Oh, look at this. Buy one, get one free chicken sandwiches right now.
Yeah, I mean, but you literally have, we've been saying for years, get the app. You literally have to get the app in order to
That's why I find
this stuff now.
That's why I find it funny that everyone's like, "Ooh, McDonald's has a $5 meal, like a $5 meal plan." Like, please have a $1 menu. What do you?
They still, if the dollar menu is now a $1, $2, $3 menu, and yet I still can't find anything that's $1 on it.
The $1 like a Coke.
That's right.
It's a Coke.
Right. A small fry. Very small fry.
You can't even get the apple pie for $1. You got to get a Coke.
Let's see what the latest things at McDonald's are. Free 6-piece chicken nugget when you buy one. $3 breakfast sandwich. Remember when they used to be 2 for $2?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be able to get 2 for $3 at least.
$3 any size fry. That's not bad. Get a large fry.
$3 any size fry.
Yeah, large. They're like $6.
No, it says any size. So we go in there and get a small fry for $3.
Well, some asshole would, but you and I would get
just say large fry or extra large fry, or
because everyone's not a slob like us. People will go in and actually get a small fry. That happens. Trust me.
I heard there's a bucket if you ask for it. There are a bucket of fries. And McDonald's, should you ask for it, they have a bucket.
Is that true?
I've heard it is.
We should try that tonight.
You never know. We talked about a couple of years ago being able to get the just the little crispy things at Long John Silver's.
Oh yeah,
just those little crispy fried nuggets that they throw in there. You can just ask them for it.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And
That's
it's
right.
true. And now you
Man,
can't find a Long John Silver's.
I was just gonna say, when was the last time you saw a Long John Silver?
Yeah, they're disappearing. I had Red Lobster over the weekend.
You did?
For maybe the first time in 25 years.
It's really bad because I went there when I was trying to help save it when they were going out of business.
Salty. Everything is really salty.
Yeah,
everything's small.
They screwed my order up.
Of course.
Yeah.
Did you get the lobster tail?
And then they said that they were going to send me a gift card to make up for the mistake, and I'd have it by like the end of the day. Still don't have it.
You actually complained about it?
Well, yeah, they completely screwed the order up.
Wait, you got it to go actually? A Red Lobster order?
Yeah, I was going to sit there and eat it there by myself.
Why did you get it to go?
I don't sit down in restaurants, dude. I take that shit home and take my shirt off and eat my underwear.
Yeah, but then with cold seafood and nuking it back up is gross. That's one of those things you got to do there.
No, it wasn't cold. I mean, it came straight home.
And what did you get? The party platter or whatever?
It was like a shrimp. It was like 4 different types of shrimp. And then I got calamari, and then it came with like 6 Cheddar Bay biscuits and 2 Diet Pepsis.
Honestly, the Cheddar Bay biscuits are the best bread option out of any fast food restaurant or restaurant chain there is. Way better than the breadsticks at the Olive Garden.
I haven't been to Olive Garden in 25 years. Maybe that's the next stop.
Well, you have to eat Olive Garden there because
you have to eat that there, or else you don't get the
pasta. And you do the bottomless pasta too.
So you get bottomless pasta, salad, and breadsticks now?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But how many bowls of pasta can you eat?
If you're a real piece of shit, as many as possible.
Your stomach can't do it. By the time you've got about 6 orders of bread and salad, a thing of spaghetti comes, you're done. You are done.
They want you to fill up on that breadsticks and the soup and the salad.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, by the way, really quick, I just saw that Roosters on the River just joined the Instagram feed. I'm doing a live broadcast there this Friday. We're giving away pairs of 4-day passes to Aftershock, which has like every band ever on it, every 10 minutes. So if you're listening, if you're
got a good lineup.
Cypress Hill.
That's Bass's boy. But we're giving away 25 pairs of 4-day passes this Friday. I'm doing a live broadcast every 10 minutes. We're giving away pairs. Listening in like the Sacramento area or somewhere near California, you're going to want to come. I see Roosters just joined the Instagram feed. Anything else you guys want to throw in before we wrap it up?
I do want to throw one thing in because it's happening a week from Thursday. And so if I mention it next week, it'll be happening like the next day. So I want to give you a heads up. You've heard me talk about like Chicago Gourmet in the past, like these food festivals where it's the high-end restaurants in Chicago.
Yes.
So next Thursday, so that would be the 11th. So it will interfere with the first night of the NFL season.
Oh,
but
shit.
You can watch it on your phone. The Green City Market Chef Barbecue in Lincoln Park. So it's it's like a bunch of the best restaurants in the city. All you can eat, all you can drink. It's like a big, huge picnic.
Damn.
The proceeds benefit the Green City Market, which is a farmer's market, and then all the items in it are made from items from these farms.
Wow!
So it's fantastic. So
wait, so what are we eating, Roker? All I'm seeing here in their video is like a piece of cheesecake.
No, dude, it's everything. It's about 50 different restaurants. It's all kinds of different alcohols and beers and wines and desserts and all kinds of stuff. So my recommendation is this. Let's say you're planning on going out to dinner in the next couple of weeks, right? You and your lady friend or you and your male friend. Instead of going out to dinner and spending that money there, do this instead. It'll cost you about the same. It'll be going to a good cause, and you'll be able to try all these different restaurants that you've never been able to get into, get reservations to, or always wanted to try.
And do you know of any of the good ones that are going to be there?
There should be a list. There should be a list on there. It changes every year. There are a lot of people that are there at the same time each year.
Is it super expensive or what?
There's a VIP and there's a regular. I mean, it's probably about $150 with a person or total, like, so with tax and like,
but it's all you can eat.
The event, right? It's all you can eat, all you can drink, and it's high end.
Damn.
So, and that would be Thursday night, the 11th. So just, go and Google that and maybe I'll see you there.
And Base, you will be at.
There's a lot of. I know. I will be at your local pierogi fest eating all the pierogies.
And Base will be at Taco Bell.
Man, I'm looking at the lineup. They got BLVD Steakhouse is going to be there. Bang Bang Pie and Biscuits.
Bang Bang Pie and Biscuits. Bang Bang Pie. You will make your own pie. So they'll have the pie filling and the pie different pie crusts, different pie fillings. You tell them what you want. They put it in there, whipped cream, the whole 9 yards, individual pies.
And damn, is Rick Bayless going to be there? I see his picture on here.
I'm sure he is.
It's Thursday the 5th.
Oh, it's Thursday the 5th.
What is?
Oh, yeah, Wednesday. It's Thursday the 5th. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yes, it's Thursday the 5th, the first day of the. Thank you, Claire.
Oh.
See, what would I do without Claire?
So that won't even interfere with the NFL season then.
No, it is. No, that's the first night of the NFL season.
Thursday.
So it's next. It's not tomorrow Thursday. It's that next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Hey, they got Maple and Ash going to be there and everything. This is a pretty stacked place.
All right. Well, you going? Are you and Claire going or what, Roker? It sounds like you are.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah. You're going to have to
come all the way in from Joliet.
Are you going to sleep in a hotel?
I might have to actually, because I'm taking a client to a Cubs game the next day. So I was thinking I might have to get a hotel and just stay down there.
How does a guy like you not have emergency bathroom situations?
I just, once you have to drive an hour and a half to get to work every day, you kind of learn how to hold it.
No, I know,
but like gambler and shit, you got to know when to hold them.
But I mean, for me, it was over. The game was almost over after rib number 7. But you're going to this festival and you have no issues ever. I don't get it.
It's tough.
Abe,
it's tough.
We've already discussed that your bowels are like a vegetable chopper. That whenever you eat something, everything else that's in your stomach just comes out automatically. It's like a running
automatically. It's a conveyor belt. It's
like those frozen custard machines. It's just coming out. It just keeps coming out.
They have nice, clean bathrooms there, though. They have those with the air conditioning and the sink and stuff.
Now you're talking his language. Now you're speaking his language.
My idea to have a clean bathroom business. I've talked about it right on the SLOB show a few hundred times.
Sure.
Have I?
Yes.
Have I, Roker?
Oh, I think you may have mentioned it a time or two.
I have a business idea, a brick and mortar. Picture it on Michigan Avenue. Picture it on North Avenue Beach. The place is called Clean Bathrooms. You pay $5. It's like going into you go get a tanning salon. They're like, okay, go in room 7, go in room 9. And each stall is cleaned every time. It's the most beautiful bathroom experience of your life. You wouldn't pay $5 for that? I would.
I remember I would go to the racetrack. I'd go to like Hawthorne or something for the Breeders' Cup. You go up to the Gold Cup room and there'd be, first of all, you go into the bathroom and then there's like an attendant in the bathroom. You're like, shit, I'm going to have to tip this guy. But dude, they literally, like, you'll go to the bathroom. They will, as soon as you're done, they come in and they start wiping down the seat, cleaning the seats off.
I'm like,
I'm like, he's earning his money. He's earning his money. I'm not just paying for this juicy fruit. I'm gonna tip him well.
Didn't one of those strip clubs that had all you can eat buffet, is it Heavenly Bodies that would give you food? Didn't they just close
there
down?
were a few. I mean, there were a bunch of them that had
But they just closed down, right?
food
This week?
buffets. Well,
Did
no,
they
that
just-
was the one that was well, they just got shut down. The one that's downtown on Clinton.
That one, oh, Monkey or whatever?
I did an appearance.
The something
there.
monkey, pink monkey, right?
I did a
I
Super
did-
Bowl appearance there.
I DJ'd there for one night. I remember one night I DJ'd there
You were like the DJ for the strippers?
for one night. Yeah.
Coming to the stage, Penelope Pumpkins.
Now coming to the bowl, fellas, get your dollars out.
And did the girls tip you to get their songs played?
They did. They did.
Yeah.
And now coming to the stage.
That sounds like the Naked Gun music when he's walking around.
Biggest balloons. It's a Jessica Rabbit music. The biggest balloons in the south side of Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, Penelope Pumpkins.
I like how that was just on the ready. We've been aiming for that one this whole time, Roker.
That's right.
All right, fellas. I think that's about it. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
I'll put the link up for the Chef's Barbecue on the
Oh, nice.
SLOB Show Facebook. Claire, put the link up for the Chef's Barbecue up on the SLOB Show Facebook page.
Meatloaf.
One of us will do it.
Look at Roker throwing his weight around here.
I know.
And order on Claire. Like she doesn't have enough to do.
I know.
Full-time job, always making you these delicious meals.
Oh my God, she made. So we got a pizza oven. It was like a $900 pizza oven that she was able to get. And so today she made margarita pizza, fresh made pizza dough, basil that she grew, heirloom tomatoes that she grew.
Oh, she has heirloom tomatoes. I love those.
Yep. And then, so fresh mozzarella slices
Damn.
and drizzled with olive oil.
Yo, talk is cheap. I still haven't got past that caramel pie, that caramel cake on your birthday, man.
I told Claire, I said Bay said that caramel cake was fire.
She gave me a slice to go home with. I woke up the next morning and Jill was ravaging through that thing. I was like, damn, let me just get a spoon. Let me get a spoon. It was like The Walking Dead when they go to like some walker that's in there eating like a dead rabbit. It was like, damn, dude, let me get a slice.
Damn.
You're guaranteed to get caramel cake now every time you stop by. So
Roker,
maybe I'll see more of you.
I'll be coming daily.
I have one question for you, Roker. A man like yourself, when you see Claire giving such a delicious piece of cake to Base, I know you talk shit when he leaves. Why did you give him the cake? Right?
No, she put some for me. Dude, I was doing this. So we had a family reunion here over the weekend. And so there were pizzas. We got the 3-foot Bartolini's meatballs, right? And I'm like, yeah, put some of that away off the side for me. off the top.
Yeah, you skim the top.
Off the top.
What was that?
Put some off to the side.
Was that the Cosby where he eats the cake and puts the paper towels in between and just smears on chocolate
That was the
frosting?
best.
Yeah.
It's so bad that Bill Cosby turned out to be such a piece of shit because
That show's hilarious.
not only did I love the Cosby Show, I loved Picture Page. I loved everything.
Yes.
Remember the marker on Picture Page?
I wanted one.
Claire still finds Cosby shows on like these like black streaming channels.
True
They're
TV.
the only places that play Cosby Show anymore.
Yeah, True TV. It's on every day.
And Fat Albert. Fat Albert was amazing when I was a kid.
Oh, I love Fat Albert.
Not if you were a fat fifth grader, wasn't?
Oh, did they call you Fat Albert when you were a kid?
Of course they did.
Oh,
It's
man.
easy. It's low hanging fruit. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Well, they called me Abe Lincoln when I was a kid because my name's Abraham, but you don't like your name is Ken. It's not your radio name is L. Roker Jr., but your name is actually Kenneth. So your parents gave you a fine name. We have a friend named Midge. His dad was a bowler. The dad and the mom are about 4.5 feet. They had a baby. His nickname was Midge because he was a bowler. He named his son Midge, who's super short. Of course,
they
when
didn't know he was
school-
going to grow up to be a midget, or so to
That-
speak.
But the kids called him Midget because his name was Midge and he was super
Oh,
short.
well,
Like, how
yeah,
do you
there you
name
go.
your when you and the wife are like under 5'3"? Don't name your son Midge.
That's true.
You're
That's
already starting off on a negative. I agree with you. It's
You know,
already setting the bar real low.
But like whatever your ailment is or your problem with your family, don't name your kid that.
I have no idea where they got Kenneth from. I don't know if any Kenneths in my family or great uncles or great grandfathers, or I have no idea where they got that name from.
Your grandpa's name was his name was Cadillac, but was that his real name or was that
No,
his
that
nickname?
was his nickname, was Cadillac.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing. I never heard of that.
Which is awesome.
That is great. Yeah, he used to take his pants. He'd walk into the house. He would take his pants off, put them on the banister, and he would just walk around in like his boxers because it was his house. He didn't give a fuck.
Amazing.
Exactly. That's
Amazing.
exactly right. You know, like, so the first two steps, there were like those first two steps, the landing, and that, you know, and the little banister there, right?
The minute Abe just gave that little
Hey,
play
Dad,
by
you
play,
just
I
right.
pictured it perfectly.
Now just imagine an old man's pants
Yes.
and
Yes.
shirt hanging over there with a pair of shoes underneath, and he's just sitting in his chair like Archie Bunker in a Dago tee and boxer shorts.
I love this man already. And
then like your grandma had to like take the pants and shirt, right? Or something. Like he would never touch it. It was everyone else had to do everything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was his house.
So now cut to 2024, Roker ordering Claire to post something on Facebook. You know, Cadillac would have never posted anything on his own Facebook page.
You got that right. You got that right.
He'd have little Kenny do it. Kenny, come here, boy. Post something on Facebook right now.
Let me show you this move.
That's it.
All right, fellas. We'll be back next week.